Good morning. It's the day before the solstice, June 20th, and I'm here at Palada Beach, sitting in this really amazing little tide pool, which I've got all to myself on this stunning June day. And I want to talk a little bit about the portal, the summer solstice that is opening now. And those of us that have been doing the work for however many years, doing the work, are now coming through this portal to embody the new self, right? The true self. And it's a real thing. Some of us have been working for a long time on doing years and years of shadow work, integration, healing the inner child, working with family lineage lines, and just healing trauma. The list goes on. I can't even tell you how many countless years I was in deep despair, and I had nothing. I was stripped bare of everything. Everything was taken away from me. My relationships, my work, I lost my clients, I lost my livelihood, I lost my home, I lost my dog, I lost loved ones. Everything was taken away, and all that was left was time with me and my soul to do the deep inner healing and to see what really matters, to make that strong connection to the core of my being, so that I knew that there was nothing else but me and God, right? And my God self. And so that time was so difficult, but it was also so valuable because it forged that really strong bond that I knew that no one could take away from me. Once you lose everything, there's nothing left to lose, then, and you're still alive, and you're not going to leave this planet. Because I considered that. I was like, well, I might just check out, but then it was like, well, no, I really don't want to do that. So then once I got to that stage of realizing I'm not going anywhere, I've got to make this work, and I really just put in the countless hours and weeks and months and years of work with no reward. Nothing to show for it, right? And this is part of the initiation. You don't get the reward. You just get the work, and then you get more work, and then you get more loss. And it keeps happening, and it's like God was testing me to see, am I going to keep my end of the bargain here? Am I going to still love God? Am I still going to love people? Am I going to do the work? Am I going to love myself? Am I going to still serve even when I'm not getting anything in return? And I did. I was miserable. I have to say, I was miserable a lot of the time. It was very difficult, but I kept going. And then you start to see glimmers of things coming in, showing you that, okay, something in me is changing. I'm changing. So since I'm changing, what I'm creating is changing. Oh, I see. It all has to do with me. It all has to do with me and my outlook and my vibration and my frequency and my mindset and my, what am I creating? But even so, I'll say this, even so, you can have all those things right, and you can still be in that cycle of loss. Because that is what I experienced. So that cycle, it's important, it's valuable, it's there for you. And no matter what you do, you cannot win in that cycle. This is what I experienced. And that changes you at a deep level. And then all of a sudden, the sun comes out. The sun comes out, and you start to win again. Just positive things start happening out of the blue. And you didn't do anything different. It was just time, because you had changed on the inside and you had experienced that cycle of loss for however long it took. It's going to be different for everyone, depending on the level of your soul, depending on your path, depending on your karma, depending on all of your choices. It's going to be different for everyone. But for me, I must have been a real asshole in my last lifetime. Or maybe in this lifetime too. Or maybe a real asshole in a lot of lifetimes. I don't know, but I went through it, man. And I never thought it was going to end. And it's ending. It's ending. And I can't tell you how grateful I am for the sun to return to my life. And so if you are in that period where you're losing and nothing's going right and it's painful and it's like wave after wave after wave of difficulty, it is all part of the path. But you just got to keep going, one foot in front of the other. Someone gave me that advice one time, and I'll never forget it. And it was like, God, one slow fucking minute after another, you know? It's like time just drags when you're in pain and you're grieving and you're suffering so much. I remember it. But slowly, as you change and as everything changes, you start to understand what it's all about and why it happened this way. It's the design of God. God is doing this. This is with you, with your soul. You're part of the design process. Your soul knows what you need to grow. And your soul knows what you need to get to the next level, to serve at your highest capacity. That is the point. And it cracks your heart open so that you love everyone. That kind of pain, it makes you love everything, because you're just so grateful in the end to have this life and be alive and have something, you know, have the connection with your soul, to know you're loved. Happy Solstice for those of you who are experiencing the new cycle with the good karma and everything through this portal. Congratulations. For everyone else, keep going. You will get there. You are loved. You are loved. We are all fucking amazing. We are all magnificent sacred souls. We are all loved. No matter what pain you're going through right now, you are loved. Happy Solstice. Blessings.